This match is often labeled as the most controversial Champions League match of all time. Chelsea and Barcelona head into the second leg at Stamford Bridge after a goalless draw at the Nou Camp, with Norwegian referee Tom Henning Øvrebø officiating in the crucial semi-final clash. Michael Essien's sensational long-range volley put Chelsea ahead in the 9th minute of the match.
It's a fantastic start for Chelsea! Essien's the man!
In the 23rd minute, Dani Alves brought down Florent Malouda in the penalty box, but the referee chose to give Chelsea a free kick rather than a penalty. A few minutes later, Drogba went down after his shirt was pulled by Abidal, but Øvrebø decided not to point to the penalty spot. At the start of the second half, Drogba and Yaya Touré fought over the ball. Drogba failed to finish his chance after Yaya Touré tackled him from behind. And again, Øvrebø sees nothing wrong with this challenge. In the 80th minute, Anelka dribbled the ball towards the penalty box, but Yaya Touré continued to chase him and made Anelka fall in the penalty box. However, the referee remained adamant not to give Chelsea a penalty. 3 minutes later, Anelka had the opportunity to double Chelsea's lead. However, the ball hit Gerard Pique's right hand, and Øvrebø remained adamant about not giving him a penalty. Chelsea were just minutes away from securing a place in the Champions League final, but Andres Iniesta crushed their hopes in the final minutes of the match.
And the Chelsea fans cover their eyes in horror! 2 minutes from time, and it's heartbreak at Stamford Bridge! Iniesta rattled...
After conceding, Chelsea didn't give up and tried to save their Champions League hopes. Ballack had a chance to score a late winner with a beautiful volley, but his shot was blocked by Samuel Eto'o's left arm. Surprisingly, Øvrebø still decided not to give Chelsea a penalty. Ballack was fed up with the referee's decisions and decided to chase Øvrebø. After the match, Drogba tried to confront Øvrebø on his way to the Stamford Bridge tunnel. Not satisfied with just confronting the referee, Drogba decided to shout at the television camera.
The referee from Norway is the strongest official you can put down. This is supposed to be...
In the 2012 to 2013 Champions League round of 16, Manchester United head into the second leg against Real Madrid with an away goal advantage after the first leg at the Santiago Bernabeu ended in a 1-1 draw. Manchester United looked on course for a place in the quarter-finals after Sergio Ramos scored an own goal just 3 minutes into the second half.
Sergio Ramos stuck out a foot. Nani had a big part in it. It doesn't...
However, the course of the match changed after Luis Nani was sent off in the 56th minute and left Manchester United playing with 10 men. Nani's eyes were aiming for the ball when he accidentally kicked Alvaro Arbeloa in the chest. Referee Cunait Kakir then blew the whistle to signal a foul, but he shocked everyone when he produced a straight red card for Nani. Several Manchester United players strongly protested the controversial decision. Sir Alex Ferguson also expressed his anger on the sidelines. However, their protests were to no avail and Manchester United were still reduced to 10 men. In the 66th minute, Manchester United were unable to maintain their lead after Luka Modric scored a long-range equalizer.
And it's a scoring shot. Luka Modric returns to England and scores for Real Madrid at Old Trafford.
Well, Modric has been involved in everything since he came on. In fairness, he's been really...
3 minutes later, it was their former player, Cristiano Ronaldo, who scored the winning goal after converting Higuain's assist at the far post.
It could well be slipping away from them. Cristiano Ronaldo will not celebrate. That was the same in the Bernabeu. But what a moment for him and for Real Madrid, because Manchester United now need two more.
Manchester City visited the Wanda Metropolitano for the second leg with a 1-goal lead, thanks to Kevin De Bruyne's only goal at the Etihad.
De Bruyne scores! That's what the game needed. One Phil Foden pass later, Manchester City have the...
It's easy to see why the tense of the match was so high when you consider the amount of chances Atletico missed.
It's whipped at pace, and Ederson got two hands to it. Into the back, Correa's up quickly, saved by Ederson. One last bit of drama at the end.
The brawl started in the 89th minute, right after Atletico missed another golden opportunity. Possession fell to Foden, who made a brilliant sprint from his own half to the corner flag before an inch-perfect tackle from Felipe. Even though he managed to win the ball, Felipe decided to turn and kick Foden. Understandably, Foden started rolling on the floor in pain. The referee, without hesitation, gave Felipe a second yellow card. Felipe then reacted by grabbing the referee's arm before four other Atletico players surrounded the referee. Moments later, Stefan Savic also ran over and tried to drag Foden back to his feet. After seeing what happened, everyone got involved.
And now it is all off in the corner. Savic has lost his head.
Savic headbutted Sterling during the brawl, but escaped with just a yellow card. Meanwhile, Grealish approached Savic to share his thoughts and appeared to insult the defender. Savic immediately reacted furiously as he grabbed Grealish's hair. After the match ended in a goalless draw, both teams walked down the tunnel at the same time. Grealish and Savic shouted at each other while others separated them. Seconds later, Simon Versalcho threw a pair of goalkeeper gloves and spat at the Manchester City player. Walker reacted angrily to Versalcho's actions and was held back by Ederson. Police were forced to separate the two teams before they reached the dressing room. Real Madrid played against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final for the second time in 3 years. Sergio Ramos opened the scoring in the 15th minute when he put the ball into the net from close range after Gareth Bale flicked Toni Kroos's free kick. However, the goal was slightly offside, and at that time there was no VAR. Referee Mark Clattenburg still awarded the goal to Real Madrid. At the start of the second half, Mark Clattenburg pointed to the spot after Pepe fouled Fernando Torres in the penalty box. Pepe then immediately launched a protest at Clattenburg. Realizing the mistake at halftime, Mark Clattenburg didn't hesitate to open up to Pepe when his protests were quickly quelled by Clattenburg's honest response. Pepe was furious and said to him, "Never a penalty, Mark." Clattenburg then said to Pepe, "Your team's first goal shouldn't have stood," and it shut him up. Unfortunately for Atletico, Antoine Griezmann's penalty kick hit the crossbar, and the score remained 1-0 for Real Madrid.
And he's thundered it against the underside of the crossbar. A missed opportunity.
In the 79th minute, Atletico finally equalized through Yannick Carrasco.
They're level! Right on cue! Carrasco's goal!
There's the irony.
The score remained the same at the end of the 90 minutes and extra time, so the match had to be resolved through a penalty shootout. Real Madrid scored all of their first 4 penalties, while Juanfran missed Atletico's 4th penalty after his penalty hit the post.
It's hit the post and come out!
Cristiano Ronaldo then became Real Madrid's hero after his penalty secured their 11th Champions League title.
It's Ronaldo! It is Real Madrid who win the UEFA Champions League!
Arsenal went into the second leg against Barcelona with high confidence, having secured a famous 2-1 win at the Emirates Stadium 3 weeks earlier. Lionel Messi put Barca 1-0 up before halftime with a beautiful goal.
Barcelona get the goal inside that big 2 minutes.
However, Arsenal took a 3-2 aggregate lead when Sergio Busquets turned the ball into his own net in the 53rd minute.
They have scored. So Barcelona.
Just a couple of minutes later, Van Persie found himself through on goal with only Victor Valdez to beat, but missed the target with his weaker foot. Referee Massimo Busacca then stunned the Dutchman by flashing a second yellow card, followed by a red card. The referee accused Van Persie of wasting time after he shot the ball while the referee had blown his whistle. Despite pleading with the referee that he didn't hear the whistle in front of a noisy crowd of 95,000, the referee still emphasized that Van Persie deserved his second yellow card. In the 69th minute, Barcelona scored their second goal of the match through Xavi Hernandez.
You can't say it hasn't been coming.
2 minutes later, Barcelona secured a 4-3 aggregate win through Messi's penalty and booked their place in the Champions League quarterfinals at the expense of 10 of their opponents.
Barcelona 3-1 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate.
Bayern Munich went into the second leg at the Santiago Bernabeu needing a 2-goal win after losing the first leg 2-1 against Real Madrid. After failing to score in the first half, Bayern managed to open the scoring in the 53rd minute through Robert Lewandowski's penalty.
Lewandowski slots it, and it is on! It is on!
In the 76th minute, Ronaldo equalized the score with a header.
Fit it for Ronaldo! Of course! Of course!
Bayern hit back just 36 seconds later when Sergio Ramos' own goal forced the match into extra time.
Oh! Extraordinarily an own goal from Sergio Ramos!
That wasn't the end of the drama. In the 84th minute, Vidal received a controversial second yellow card, even though he appeared to win the ball before Asensio and left Bayern playing with 10 men. Before the extra time break, Ronaldo scored his second goal and equalized the score.
Ronaldo! He's only gone and done it again!
However, replays showed Ronaldo was in an offside position when the ball was passed to him by Sergio Ramos. 5 minutes later, Ronaldo completed his hat trick and successfully turned things around.
That's Ronaldo, that's the tie, that's a perfect hat trick and a perfect Bernabeu night.
And again, Ronaldo also appeared to be offside after Marcelo gave him a square pass when he was in a one-on-one position with Manuel Neuer. 2 minutes later, Marco Asensio scored Real Madrid's fourth goal and sealed the win with his solo goal.
Asensio! They're cruising away now. Real Madrid, the ultimate show club.
Atletico Madrid started the match bottom of the group and needed a win against Porto to progress to the last 16. After playing out a goalless draw in the first half, Atletico took a 1-0 lead through Antoine Griezmann in the 56th minute.
And Antoine Griezmann scores for Atletico Madrid. Big goal on a big night of champions.
10 minutes later, Atletico were reduced to 10 men after referee Clement Turpin sent off Yannick Carrasco after he grabbed Otavio by the throat and threw him to the ground.
And now it's all got a little bit unnecessary on the touchline.
It's a red card. He's given a red card.
There is a red card shown by the referee.
And just 3 minutes after Carrasco's red card, Porto also had to play with 10 men. Wendell was sent off after elbowing Mateus Cunha in the neck, which caused several players and coaches from both teams to clash on the sidelines, resulting in Agustín Marquesin, Porto's backup goalkeeper, being sent off. Pepe stood out in the confrontation as he tried to back up his teammates. He was booked, as were several other players, as Turpin tried to control the situation. In the 90th minute, Angel Correa managed to escape the Porto defense and scored a goal to double Atletico's lead.
It's 2, job done, Atletico Madrid.
The game was over for Porto when Rodrigo de Paul scored Atletico's third goal from close range deep into stoppage time.
Yes, it is. Rodrigo de Paul has the final word.
Came on and then got himself sent off.
However, Porto managed to get a goal back in the last seconds through Sergio Oliveira's penalty. Barcelona needed a big miracle in the Camp Nou to advance to the quarterfinals after losing 4-0 to PSG in the first leg. Luis Suarez gave Barcelona a big hope after opening the scoring just 3 minutes into the match.
Here there is, and they've scored. Oh, what a sensational start to the match.
Barcelona took a 2-0 lead 5 minutes before the break after Layvin Kurzawa deflected Iniesta's pass into his own net.
Oh, and it's a second goal! And it really is game on here! Calamitous defending from Paris Saint-Germain!
The drama started at the start of the second half after the referee awarded a controversial penalty to Barcelona because Neymar was deemed to have been fouled by Thomas Meunier, who slipped. Messi successfully converted his penalty and reduced the deficit to 1 goal.
3-0! Stunning start to the second half.
Barcelona's hopes of qualifying appeared to fade when Edinson Cavani scored PSG's away goal just after the hour mark.
That's the goal that PSG were so desperately hoping for. And suddenly...
In the 84th minute, referee Deniz Aytekin made his second controversial decision after he refused to award a penalty to PSG and a red card to Mascherano, when he denied Di Maria a clear chance to score in the Barcelona penalty box. 4 minutes later, Neymar gave Camp Nou hope after he curled a sumptuous free kick into the top corner.
Oh, he's got something really special up his sleeve. Great goal!
That wasn't the end of the drama. Deniz Aytekin surprisingly awarded Barca a spot kick after Luis Suarez was brought down in the penalty box with little contact. Neymar then managed to convert a penalty and left Barca needing just one goal with 4 minutes remaining.
He scored! 2 quick goals for Neymar!
In the final seconds of the match, Neymar crossed the ball into the penalty box to set up Sergi Roberto to score the winning goal and set Camp Nou on fire.
Stretch, and it's in! And I can't remember the last time I saw something like this!
Valencia will host Inter Milan at the Estadio Mestalla for the second leg with an away goal advantage after a 2-2 draw at the Giuseppe Meazza. After 90 minutes, the match ended in a goalless draw and sent Valencia through to the quarterfinals thanks to away goals. The brawl started after the final whistle blew. Valencia's captain, Carlos Marchena, got into an altercation with a number of Inter players and kicked out at Nicolas Burdisso. Burdisso wasn't happy at all and tried to confront Marchena. A brawl erupted, and Valencia's defender, David Navarro, sprinted onto the pitch and broke Burdisso's nose with a punch. Navarro then tried to leave the scene and was chased by Julio Cruz, Macon, and Cordoba, who all kicked the Spaniard as he ran away. Cordoba got up and was put in a headlock by a Valencia staff member. Many other Inter players, including Javier Zanetti, attempted to chase Navarro down the tunnel. Navarro escaped into the dressing room, but he was then stormed by several Inter players and staff. UEFA took action as they handed out numerous punishments. Navarro was banned for 6 months, Burdisso and Macon were both banned for 6 games, while Marchena was banned for 4 matches. Cordoba and Cruz were handed 3 and 2 match bans respectively. Mohamed Salah heads into the final after a record-breaking first season at Anfield with 44 goals in all competitions. However, Salah's first Champions League final was cut short after just 28 minutes following a tangle with Real Madrid captain Sergio Ramos. Ramos appeared to forcefully drag Salah to the floor as they tussled for possession, with Salah eventually leaving the pitch in tears with a shoulder injury. Sergio Ramos didn't just take Mohamed Salah out of the game, but he also may have had a big impact on two Loris Karius's errors. In the 49th minute, Ramos was in the box. He then deliberately elbowed Karius in the head and made Karius fall to the ground. However, none of the referees noticed. Then shortly afterwards, Karius gave the ball straight to Karim Benzema's feet for Madrid's opening goal.
Oh my word! Karim Benzema with a goal and Liverpool can't believe it. What a way to go behind in the Champions League final. It's Real Madrid 1, Liverpool.
4 minutes later, Sadio Mane equalized the score with a corner kick.
And Liverpool are level. And the stadium in Kiev explodes into a...
In the 64th minute, Bale produced a world-class overhead kick that fell just under the crossbar.
What about that from Gareth Bale? Off the bench with a fabulous finish. Real Madrid 2, Liverpool 1, a classic.
Karius made his second mistake after he spooned Bale's shot from long range into his own net and brought his Liverpool career to a dramatic end.
It's Gareth Bale again, and it's a howler from Karius. 2 goalkeeping errors tonight by Karius have cost Liverpool so dear in the Champions League final. The first goal from...
After the final whistle blew, Karius burst down in tears as he approached and apologized to the Liverpool fans in the stands.
Well, that's it. It's heartbreak for Liverpool, but it's 3 in a row for the history makers from Madrid. A 13th Champions League win. And the difference in emotion...
This is probably one of the most controversial matches in the Champions League. But if you want to watch other controversial matches, just click on the video right here.